So a child who was abused, sexually exploited and abused, didn't get to have the evidence heard in a court of law. The parents didn't get a jury of their peers to hear this. And what happens, as Brittany said, is that these cases are pled down. In the case of Travis Gay, which is the reason we're here this morning, he was facing 70 years in prison. 7 charges, 7 felonies he was facing because of the good, hard work that local law enforcement did to investigate this individual and hold him accountable, have him arrested, only to be let off by weak-kneed prosecutors, solicitors, and judges in this state who allowed him to walk free. And when he violated the terms of his bond, which was required to have a prison sentence if he did, he got out of jail the same day, hours later. So it's no wonder that there are parents who are deeply upset about this. The guy was facing 70 years. Everything was pled down to 1 charge, and he hasn't even served a full day in jail, and probably never will, because we don't hold these kinds of predators accountable. There are laws on the books that law enforcement use for their investigations. ICAC officers are so heavily involved, and God bless them, because what they have to view and investigate every day, the Christmases they miss, the soccer games, the family meals they miss with their children to investigate child predators, and they do all this work. And then the system fails the officers who did the investigations because no one's ever held accountable. There are laws on the books that law enforcement use for their investigations. ICAC officers are so heavily involved, and God bless them, because what they have to view and investigate every day, the Christmases they miss, the soccer games, the family meals they miss with their children to investigate child predators, and they do all this work.
While Pam Bondi is actively breaking the law, and he refuses to hold her in contempt, or he refuses to bring in Ghislaine Maxwell. What about?
I thought I was dying, honestly, and the way I felt, I could imagine how my kids felt, because I'm a full-blown grown adult, so I just knew that it was even worse for them.
I'm not going to bow down to that kind of bullying. I don't think a lot of Democrats are going to bow down to that kind of bullying, but that's